also our magazine. Our magazine this time, the theme is love and hate. I think in everyone in your personal life and in the world now we're facing love and hate. But Scott, painting the love, bring everyone together. So my name is Maya. I'm the international director for ACCA company. Let me introduce our founder, the genius space creator and the magazine and editor, Carlos Benitez.
Thank you everyone. I just want to thank everyone for taking the time off this beautiful Saturday evening and come and see us. But we're not here to talk about us, we're here to celebrate Scotch. My name is Scotch. Please come to the mic. But just to let you know, I work with many artists, and very rarely we see artists like Scotch. I mean, he's like a machine. He just wants to create art. He doesn't need much sleep, doesn't need much food. He just wants to share the passion with all of you guys. And since there's a lot to cover here, there's one particular portrait or painting that's very close to his heart, and I think that we want to hear a little bit about that. And can you talk a little bit about this, please?
Yeah. Do you want me to use a microphone or have a loud voice? I got theater voice. I'll do that if that's okay. Everyone can hear me. That way I don't hold that. I feel a little bit weird. Well, thank you all so much for coming. It means the world to me. In a way, this is like the most vulnerable and exposed I've ever been because this is so personal to me, but I'm here for that. I'm here to share that experience with you. They asked me to talk about this. This one I call my self-portrait. And this one's very personal to me because these are things that I struggle with. It's sort of a mental health piece on top of it. So everything incorporated in this is something that weighs heavy on me or that I struggle with on a continuous basis. And it's that feeling where you almost feel like you're not in control of yourself, or like when those depressions, anxieties, things that weigh on you, it just feels like such a burden, or like almost like it's an outside force and you're just trying to push your way through that. There's a lot of things to digest in there. One thing I'll point out just real quick, very in the center of the brain right here, I hid like a little holographic heart, because no matter how bad it gets or how dark it gets, I just have this capacity for hope. And I call it like an upper, now I can't even think right now. I got like emotional. But like, so it's just that thing with like, no matter what, like I want to continue on. I want to hope no matter how hard it gets. That's, just how life is. One thing that maybe no one, or some people might not know in this, like this equation right here, that's called the Price equation. And there was a mathematician named George Price, and he discovered the algorithm to altruism. And the discovery of that algorithm, saying that we have like a genetic disposition to do good or to perpetuate the species by throwing ourselves in front of the car, etc., it's part of our genetic code. But the understanding of that weighed so heavy on him, his whole life changed. It kind of like destroyed him in a way. And he gave away all his possessions, started living on the street because he wanted to prove to himself and to other people that we're not just these algorithms, that someone can truly be altruistic. So he literally lived on the street and helped people. And one day, one of his colleagues was leaving a restaurant, and a homeless man asked him for money, and he starts to get money out, and he realizes it's his friend, the genius, George Price, and he goes, "George?" And he brought him back to his apartment and tried to take care of him and get him to like live a normal life again, but it just wasn't his way. He went right back to the streets in this quest to prove that someone can be truly altruistic past their genetics. He ended up dying on the street, destitute. And in his eulogy, his friend said, "I've only ever known two truly altruistic people in my life, Mother Teresa and my friend George Price." And so that equation and that story means a lot to me because of sometimes the weight of knowledge or the weight of understanding and comprehension can be a burden in itself. And we have so little control over so much, but the one thing we can control is ourselves and how we interact with things. And so that's what that thing means to me. interesting part about that equation is actually used in economics now to help predict the stock market. That's how powerful the algorithm is.
Wow.
So yeah, that's it. That's like a self-portrait of mine, things I struggle with. But again, like I said, no matter what, I have that hope.
Each one of the pieces will have an amazing story. So Scotch would hang around for a couple more hours, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to stop and ask them. There's a special piece that just came in right around 11 a.m. Something that he
Yeah, I
worked
literally
through
was
the
up
night.
all night.
So
I
let's
was
talk
so
about that a little
determined.
bit. Yes.
But yeah, and all night I was exhausted from even the previous night because I was up till 7:30 a.m. working on it. But I was just all night I was just like, I'm so tired. I'm not going to finish this. It's just almost like a lost cause. I was trying to be honest with myself, but then I was like, oh, let's do a little bit more. But again, that's that thing of like you just keep pushing through. You keep as long as you keep moving, you're winning, right? So that's
make sure you see this piece is right up next to or in front of the elevator as you come up.
Yeah.
Okay, it will be to the right.
But Scotch, and you only talk about the portrait of you, but my favorite tonight, I think each of you all have your own favorite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my favorite is the one come to Halloween. I really
skull.
love that. Yeah, so,
It looks really cool with the black light.
yeah.
yes, I really love it. And also, I love outside the two portrait for a beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
Is the bling sparkling. I really love the two pieces of that. It's so many art, and today I heard a lot of voice, especially from another artist. Tonight, so many artists come to watch the show. So they talk to me and say, who is this guy? And he's so talented. Yeah, so I think it's the first of Scotch show. And I always say artists need a supporter. And tonight I can say so many wonderful friends of Scotch and come around and support him, which means he's really, really a nice guy. Yeah, thank you guys. And also, especially, I love to thank one beautiful lady, Kyla. Yeah, Kyla is also wonderful, big supporter for Scotch. So Scotch is a lucky guy. He got us to support him, and he got the audience to support him. So he got everyone support him because he created the love. Love bring everybody come together. And tonight, and for Scotch, especially, I like to introduce one wonderful lady. She's an artist. She's a master Japanese ikebana and flower arrangement. She especially dedicates one flowers. You guys can see in the front. Her name is Chen Xia. Chen Xia, please come to. Please come to here. So Chen Xia is a big Japanese master ikebana teacher, and she used in China a big company, Jack Ma's company, is a flower only promote or invite her to arrange at his office. So thank you, Chen Xia. Can you say a few words to the show to Scott?
It's my honor to be here, actually. And I special design for bright color and dark color. And for the season, it's autumn season. I use the orange color and special design for you. It's my honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.
The process, because Chincha's a very shy person, I speak for her. The process when the day we do the shooting with the photographer, and she saw all the art, immediately she said, I got the therm. I said, what's your therm? I haven't talked about to her about you. She said, I'm gonna do black and red. I said, how do you know that? I said, that's what I'm thinking. And then later I go to her studio, make sure. So if the match the art, and I saw it's a big heart there. I said, how do you know that? He said, because his painting have a lot of hearts. So he created a big heart. And also she put some sticker for the brand. Yeah. So, and also the color, it just fits the season, autumn season. So, and Chensha spent like 1 week to dedicate the special the flower to Scotch and to everyone and for tonight. Thank you so much.
Thanks everyone, enjoy the show. Scotch is here, I'm here, Maya's here. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
By the way, how, yeah, it's nice to turn on the light right here. Which one?
So
Yeah, it's a long walk from Fresno.
it is, but you know, meeting new people and successful people and learning from them, you know, it doesn't matter. That's exactly.
Is the community big in Fresno?
It is, but most of the people are kind of older generations. 89,
Good on you. You emulated it perfectly. Thank you.
Good idea.
Yes. Centerpiece. Because it looks like a centerpiece. If it's you could be right on artist when you walk out.
Oh yeah, I do acting as well.
Did you see it? What she actually
I do martial arts. I do some acting and then a lot of like live stuff. He sings for 2 hours.
So you never meet?
No, for you. What was your name? Stephanie. Stephanie. Stephanie Chagaya.
You can walk around. Okay. Go this side.
Where?
It doesn't go this side, the another side, the bigger
Yep.
Yay, we're here.
Good job.
I was hoping too, because you were going on.
You want
And the other way.
You want to put in a nice glass?
Oh yeah. You can have your own bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Dee and we made an amazing discovery. When we were standing, wait a minute, and he goes, thanks.
So what are you working on now?
We're working on
a couple of movies, like American Psycho kind of
She was downstairs. I used to actually.
Pat each other.
She said,